Hi. Welcome back, guys. Dream Queen here. So we're doing the air sign. So if your partner is a air sign, this is a message from them and what they're going through basically at the moment. So the song I got was Dreamer by Ozzy Osbourne. I really like that song actually. I haven't really heard it. I think this is the first time I ever heard it. So when I get songs, I read the lyrics and see what speaks out to me the most. So the lyrics I was thinking about, because I got this kind of like, when I was tapping in, I was like, the energy that I sense is like, okay, here we go again. I'm just gonna stay here like in my little cloud nine and just let it all kind of like, pass by. So the lyric is, watching all of history repeat itself time after time. So what I'm sensing is there are a lot of things with your air signs that are kind of repeating itself. So whether that be arguments with you or other family members, or if this person is in a relationship with somebody else, kind of like the same cycles. So I feel that the air sign has finally, like, isn't that energy like, like they're in that process of like, okay, I see what's going on here. So let me look at my let me look at my past and see what's going on here. So they're recognizing the patterns, they're recognizing the cycles, and just gonna sit there and kind of like look at the window and just be like, you know what, I see it for what it is, and I'm just gonna let it pass, and I know that once I get that aha moment of like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to learn, this is why it kept repeating itself, I got it, boom, I'm out. That's literally like what I'm guessing. Like, not what I'm why is it guessing? No, I'm not guessing, people. That's what I sense. I'm sorry. Guessing. Are you okay. I feel it. They're guessing or wondering, I should say. I think that's a better word. Or if the other people involved in the cycles, in the repeated history, are aware of what's going on. So if it's a repeating cycle with you, are you aware of what's going on? And if the air sign has learned a lesson, have you? And if it's something that they're dealing with somebody else, I guess they're wondering, have they realized that what they're supposed to learn? Because I get it, and I'm done with the cycle, basically. And to you, it may seem like they don't care, or they're like, in their own world or whatever, but it's really that they finally get it. They just get it, and they're just gonna wait until things calm down, and in the meantime, they're just not gonna let anything affect them in that way. They're not gonna let things that they're aware of why they're happening affect them in a negative way. If that makes any sense. And I honestly think that that's an awesome thing, whether they're a DM or DF, depending on what you are. I honestly feel that that's a beautiful thing, because that is it takes a lot of work to get to that point. I feel that if it's problems or issues, relationships, whatever it is, whether they're having money issues or whatever it is, if it's something that has to do with somebody else, it is something that's going to be resolved faster, because of the fact that once they realize why things are happening, they're going to remove themselves from the situation. But if it's something that is happening with you, who are their counterpartner, and they come to the realization of why things are happening and you don't, it may take a while, because you need to figure shit out. You need to figure out why it's happening. You need to heal that, and you need to release it. So that is what I'm getting. Some of the air signs feel that people in general, this could be you or other people, like other energies around them, have been keeping secrets from them or have been lying to them. Now, sometimes when we don't say something, people can perceive that as a secret, or why are they hiding that from me? And they're thinking of a way of communicating that either to you or to whomever that they feel, because they're at a point where they don't want secrets and they don't want lies, and they just want the cycle to be over so that they can start anew. If the issue is with you, you know, don't get offended if they distance themselves from you. They're not distancing. The distance is not to hurt you. The distance is, in essence, they're trying to do it to try to help you to see the bigger picture, to try to help you to see the situation from a different perspective. And they feel that if they take themselves out of the situation, or out of your space, maybe that would give you time to cool off and kind of be like, okay, I get it. And I just feel like that moment when you, I get it, they're going to sense it. And if the issue is with you, or the miscommunication or whatever is with you, they are going to be contacting you. Because they're going to feel it in their essence, like, oh, let me just give her a call. Let me text her, him or her. Let me see what's going on. If the issue is with somebody else, like I said, either another partner that they're with, or, you know, if they have kids with somebody else, or a job or money or whatever it is, once they realize what they had to learn, they're out. They're not even waiting for the other person, the other parties, or the other situations or whatever to try to realize what they have to learn from it. They're out. The only person that they're waiting for, if the situation or the problem, the miscommunication is with you, they're going to wait for you to get clarity, even if they distance themselves while you get your clarity. I hope that makes sense. Again, if anybody wants to send me any messages, you can go ahead, and I'll give you my email if you want any clarity or if anything resonates with you. I should make sure that I say that I know the videos, which I haven't. I'm going to pull 2 cards. I'm going to pull out one for their energy, and one for their energy towards you. And now we're going to pull one towards their energy if it has to do with if the issue or miscommunication is with somebody else or another situation. So their energy towards you, and their energy towards other people. So in their energy, they are the 8 of Wands. Why do I keep getting the same cards lately? So to me, in this case, what I'm sensing is that they see it. They have clarity. So they're balanced within themselves. So they're just going to stand in their truth and keep on doing what they have to do. So they're realizing the cycles, obviously, and they're realizing that they need to end, and they're just balancing shit out. Towards you, if the issue is with you, I have the 7 of Swords, meaning, and the way that this came up, the way that I'm looking at the sword in the middle is what's calling my attention. I don't know if you see it, like what I'm sensing. It's like, okay, they realize the cycles. right? I do this, the counterpart does this. Then I do this, and then I react this way. Then I react this way, they react this way, and back and forth, right? So again, this is what I'm sensing. So if the issue is with you, like with their counterpart, what they're doing is they're like, okay, I'm realizing it, but I'm not going to react because I see it for what it is. I see this miscommunication. I see this fight, this petty fight for what it is. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to analyze it in a sense where I'm going to see what I learned, what I'm supposed to learn from it. And when I get my aha moment, I'm basically just handing you the sword, and you hold it until you realize what you had to learn. Because what I had to learn may be completely different from what you had to learn. And when you're ready to put that sword down, then basically we balance each other out and can move towards each other. If the issue, miscommunication or whatever, is with other people, or you know, whatever, the situation has nothing to do with you personally, we got the Six of Pentacles. Again, I've said in my other videos plenty of times, I do not read cards the way other people do, because I have no idea how you do that. I'm just telling you what I'm sensing. Is one of those things like, I really don't give a damn, because this is all bull. Pentacles to me represents, in this essence, you know, things that he once or she once thought were of value, but now they're seeing it for the truth that it's not. And they are okay with letting it just go, letting it just like, I learned my lesson. Now, bye-bye, because I'm okay. You know, this tried to break me, but I'm still here. I'm still upright. I'm still good. So thank you for the lessons. And now I'm going to go on my merry way towards my person. And that is what I get. So I hope that this message resonated with some of you. And again, thank you guys for all your support. Bye-bye.